They're all out there chowing down, my little buddies. Hello, everybody. Brian, Sunstar, Brenda, Waypoint, Lance, Cadena. Good morning. Good morning. I went out and did a ship in the morning sky. As you can see, it's kind of cloudy and cold, but I got it anyway. So morning, Lance. Lance is the first one in this morning. And he lives the furthest away from me to the west. Lance is in here twice. Hello, Lance. Can you hear me? Lance must be having some technical issues on his end. Hey, Laura, how you doing? No, you're not invisible. Just that I was trying to figure out what was going on with Lance. He's got two boxes blacked out and no indications that he can hear me. David, it's Friday the 13th. Do spare the thought of those who suffer. The nightmare for them, okay. I don't know how to pronounce that. Phobia. Hey, Jim, good morning to you too. I don't know where TJ is. He's been around, but not often lately.
That word catch you there, Paul.
What's that?
That word catch you a bit then.
I can't hear you, buddy.
I said that word caught you off guard then.
Oh, yes. Yep. Yeah. It did.
It's Frigatrisciated Adica phobia.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is a fear of Friday the 13th.
Oh.
Many people suffer it, but don't know it.
So what do they just hide in bed and throw the covers over their head or what?
Yeah, try to.
Oh, God bless you.
I come near you and I sneezed.
Well, go away then.
Well, Laura, I have the same situation. I sneeze and blow my nose all day long. I don't know whether it's dust or what it is, but not
It
good.
could- Do you have lots of plants around your property? Could
Lots
be
of
hay fever.
plants, no, because right now everything's frozen.
No, you can still get hay fever in winter.
Yeah, you still get it in winter.
It's something to do with the damp.
It's the damp and the pollen.
Well, we got trees and everything around, yep.
Because I was supposed to take hay fever.
I don't remember having this issue with this extreme when I was younger. I think it's just part of getting older.
Could also be that one nasal hair that's just tickling the back of your nose.
I don't know.
I had a friend that had to have it cut out. Had one cut out because it had grown so long up his nose. It was just causing his eyes to stream all the time.
Here comes Captain Joe.
All right. Well, I will speak to you this evening then, Paul.
Okay, you leaving?
Yeah, you're calling it, aren't you? Pack it in.
No.
Oh shit! I should have got on. I'll get off too.
Hello, Joe.
I was
Hello,
trying to-
Hi to
Laura.
you, Joe.
I was trying to save you from that, Joe, but I couldn't find the exit button.
No.
I knew she was going to
You
come
know
in.
what? That just adds to the day. That's all.
That's how Laura shows her love for you, because
Wait, so
That's
that
how
was
she-
my mail.
Don't
Then.
don't love me.
she tells you to shut up. If she didn't tell you to shut up, Joe, she wouldn't love you.
Hear what I said? Don't love me.
It's the British way.
Yeah.
So, Joe, do you suffer Frigga Triska Ekade? Oh, God, I can't even say it. Frigga Triskegade Ekade phobia. I ain't gonna
Yeah, I
fucking-
hate when that happens. Yeah, I do hate that.
Yeah, Friday the 13th.
That don't bother me.
Fear of Friday the 13th. The people, David says there's actually people that have that. It's an
They got
actual-
people that won't come out the house on Friday the 13th.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a no medical condition.
But you know, Friday the 13th don't count in December. Because it's
Well,
Christmas year. It's Christmas month.
I'm
Same thing with
sorry, but they
February. Mardi
definitely
Gras
do.
month don't count.
Because my return parcel was yesterday put on the van for delivery and didn't come back off the van, it disappeared.
Kind of like
Now I can't get a
I-
refund.
I know,
There you go.
I know that feeling.
Did you ever get a
I've-
call back from anybody, Joe?
No. It's just, it's in a loop. It's just in a loop. It says out for delivery. And it says, we'll give you an update when it moves. And it says, you can have a refund on the 15th. And it says, it's out for delivery. It keeps going. Now I have another delivery coming this morning with FedEx. And it's the same guy. So I got my doorbell out there, I'm watching. And I'm gonna say, where the hell is the other?
their package yet?
When I open the door, I'm gonna have the M16 in my hand.
There you go.
AR-15.
What should be his actual regular postman?
Have you received your package, Laura's package yet?
No. they haven't-
That should come by normal post, shouldn't it?
It
Yeah.
should-
The only
it's in
thing
it
I
by-
got, only thing I've had in the last week is ads. And it's like one each day.
Don't worry, Joe. If it doesn't receive, I'll get David to send you the print file. You can print it yourself.
Well, as of right now, don't waste your money.
Yeah,
You know, that's how I look at it. So my son,
no, Dominic
my
is in
pol-
the same situation. So it could be two's gone missing.
my police officer's son doesn't have a Christmas tree at his apartment. He wanted to know if I had that extra one. Because I used to have one I gave to my daughter and she got rid of, right? And I still have one, I think, in the back. I haven't really looked hard enough. A little bitty short 3-foot tree. That's all lit up. I think that's in the back. But I'm gonna do a 3D print of one for him. It's a little bitty Christmas tree about about a foot high. And it looks pretty good, so I'm gonna print it up and give it to him. Say, here's your Christmas tree.
Well, now, how do you put the lights on it?
You go to the dollar store and buy the little fairy, they call fairy lights. And it's a little bitty ones, and then you just take a little drop of hot glue and put them in different places. And it's an articulated tree where it's six
Hey,
different
JDS.
pieces that go together.
Oh, okay.
They snap in together. It's gonna take probably about 5 hours to print. Because like the bottom part takes an hour with the star and with the base. Then it takes 2 hours for the bottom green. Then it takes an hour and 35 minutes for the next one, and there's 6 of them.
Good morning, JDS.
So I'm gonna play around with it. And if it's nice enough, I may print one for a couple of people. Bring them a Christmas tree.
Hey, Tim
Hey, Tim's here.
and Joe, get a
up, Tim?
faster printer.
That's because we're over there right now. What is it? Friday night late?
Yeah, it will be. Yeah. I had 9 hours on tour.
Let's see, I got Brian, Lance,
11 o'clock, I think.
Brenda,
Midnight.
Brian, I got to say Brian already, Jim,
JDS.
Jody, JDS, and Tim. Yeah, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. My crazy son yesterday, he's lucky to have the cops call on him.
What'd he do?
He brought the AR-15 here, right?
Yeah.
He comes up the stairs like he's clearing the house. Yeah, and I got him on a doorbell camera doing his shit. I said, dude, somebody seen you walking up there like this, they'll call the cop.
That's funny.
I sent it to his brother and sister. He said, look at your stupid ass brother. It's actually kind of fun. So they had another night of drones. But this
Yeah.
time,
And they got all these guys on TV now talking about the different size drones and
well, they got one woman on there that says, yeah, look at it, it's big. I don't know what to do, that drone, you know? And you can see it's an aircraft going in for a landing.
yeah.
That's all it is. So everybody's starting to get like crazy with it, right?
Yep.
And everybody's kind of getting crazy with the damn thing. And one of the senators, I didn't get his name, I'm gonna try to find out today, says, I think it's time we start shooting these things down.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna send him the copy of US Code 1431, saying that even talking about it's a felony. You know, so you need to be arrested. You know, learn what you're supposed to be saying. Because if you threaten an aircraft, it's 1400.31, something like this. But it's US code saying that if you even make the statement of shooting down an aircraft, I got to deliver it. It says I got to deliver it. I don't know what it's from UPS. Not UPS, it's Postal Service. We'll find out in a second.
Where is it? Did it show up on your cam?
Nah, he probably just scanned it in the truck. This could be my cups I'm waiting on. Watch it be Laura's thing. I
You
doubt
better
it.
go check it.
No, it's not here yet. If it's the cups, they can't put it in my box. Gotta be right here. But it says that if you even make the statement that I'm gonna shoot it down, that's a federal offense. Because you're threatening an aircraft. What? And they had one crash last night. You heard that?
No.
They had a plane crash in like outside of Philadelphia area, Pennsylvania. And I said, well, if somebody, The pilot said all of a sudden his engine caught on fire. And both of them died. What happens, and they got people now using those green lasers and pointing them at the aircraft. That's federal offense too. So it's like people getting stupid. No, they have a habit of let me see if it, because I didn't get anything on my door cam. Nope. So if it's been delivered, it ain't come up here yet. Unless it's delivered the wrong place. Which I wouldn't doubt.
So the other Joe got your stuff.
You know, I just don't even care anymore. I'm at that point. I could hear somebody out there, but not here. It tells me what it is. Yeah. Let me look at my door. It says left with individual.
I bet you that somebody else is getting all you talk about identity theft. You've got somebody that's
Dealing goodies.
that's not unheard of.
No.
Hey, Waypoint, New England. Joe's still waiting on his packages.
Well, he's
Sure.
something.
Joe will be on the phone to
Oh, you
FedEx.
got it? Who'd they leave it with? You're on
You're
mute, Joe.
muted.
You're on mute.
It was in my boxes. I don't know what this is.
Well,
Well, maybe it's a form of IOU for the power unit.
yeah, don't think
Okay.
that's bonkers.
Has
It'd
it
be
got
a
an,
gold bar. Oh, it's my holster.
It's your what? Your holster? Okay.
Yeah. I forgot all about this. That's for the new
Hanging with
gun.
JD said, Joe can't find his package. Heard it? You heard it here first.
Yeah, right. But that's for the new gun I bought. The one from the cop.
Yep.
Because it fits better with this one. This one will fit on your side real tight, and you don't have to wear it inside because it's so big. You can wear it on the outside.
Yeah. I gotta pitch a couple of peanuts. Be right back.
And was that FedEx or UPS? Or
Postal Service.
USPS? You ought to send them an email and say, just how long has my post box been classed as an individual? And can I claim for it on my dependents?
Yeah, this is nice.
Or
This is gonna be nice.
what you do is you go and put a sign on your post box say, I identify as a person.
Yeah, this is a nice holster. I wish I could show y'all how it fits in there, but that is a
Right.
nice holster.
I don't care about that. I want you to show us your Power 1000.
That won't fit in the holster.
You gotta get a hold of Jesse. Jesse's got it. That's all right. Jesse can have that. I'm gonna have his girl.
Jesse's girl, you betcha. Little, who was that? John Mellencamp?
Yeah. He can have my power. I'll just take his girl.
Okay.
John-
That came out in about 1980, 81, 82, somewhere in there,
Yeah.
83.
John Cougar Mellencamp.
Yeah.
And didn't he eventually just change his name to John Mellencamp, or was it John Cougar? But he
John
eventually,
Cougar changed it to just plain Mellencamp, I think.
yeah, I think so. I think it was John Cougar, then John Cougar Mellencamp, and then just John Mellencamp, I believe. I could be wrong.
So the
Donald-
thing says
Donald
left with individual delivered. It was
Hey.
put in my mailbox.
Him.
Your Power 1000, I don't think it'll fit.
That holster just there.
Jesse's girl was Brian Adams.
It was
There
Brian.
you go. We
No.
weren't even close.
No, it
Thanks,
wasn't.
Don.
It was Rick. No, you guys are wrong again. I just did. It was Rick Springfield did Jesse's girl.
Yeah, it
There
was
you
Springfield.
go. Yep.
It was. I was thinking, no, I was
And you
listening to
guys
him.
jump through Mellencamp. I'm like, I was logging on to correct you guys. I'm like, let me tell him it was Brian.
Yeah, I
Adams.
figured you'd be
See what
on
they
the way
do.
wrong.
And Brian Adams is like, yeah, that's right. It's like, no.
Yeah.
Well, we
Same
figured
era.
if anybody's gonna tell us, you will.
All those
Yeah.
clowns were the kind
You
of
guys
sounded the
invoked
same.
me.
There you go.
Yeah, it is.
This is how we get you on the panel, Donald.
Mm-hmm.
We make obvious mistakes, knowing you'll come and correct it.
Yeah, we'll get you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I broke my toe yesterday, or at least cracked it.
You kicked your drone?
No, I kicked the high chair yesterday making coffee,
Oh, geez.
but I kicked it hard.
It's a hell of a kick.
I didn't look at it until last night, and it's purple.
You know how you don't do that? You don't kick it. You don't kick it.
Well, I didn't see it because it has these little feet that stick out at the bottom,
Oh, that sucks.
flare out for some reason. So,
Squeeze it really hard and see if it hurts.
well, I can wiggle it a little bit, but if I try and bend it, sharp pains.
It's brutal.
Yeah, you might have broke. That's
And,
what they do for that.
No, they can't do anything about it.
Absolutely nothing.
Nope. Take ibuprofen.
What you could do is take that, and if you really want to be safe, get a little piece of like adhesive, not adhesive tape. What is it?
Like a
Is it called
popsicle stick.
adhesive tape? The white one? You know what I'm talking about, the white tape, the medical tape?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you take one piece of that and just put one strip around to keep them together.
Right there.
Yeah, just take one, cut that in half though. Don't make it that thick.
Oh, yeah.
Just do like a 1 inch, not even a 1 inch, like three
Yeah,
quarters,
I'm
and
not-
just do one wrap around it. Don't even make it tight, just enough to hold it in place.
I'm not going to do that. It'll be fine
It might
without
hurt.
that.
I
Yeah,
would,
if you
I
don't
would
have
wrap
to,
it around
no.
about 10 times really tight.
And then
But-
go back and pour a little plaster over it, and leave it like that for about 2 weeks.
An elastic band for good
And
measure.
then when it's healed up, hit it with a hammer.
Yeah, that'll crack it.
Exactly.
That'll
To get-
crack it. Now, either that or get you a razor blade and start cutting it off.
Chainsaw.
No, it'll be fine just the way it is. I'll just ibuprofen and limp.
Yeah, you could do an unboxing video with a chainsaw to take the
Yeah.
cast.
I am writing out right now shot list
bit.
for what I'm going to title a 60-mile-an-hour paper cut.
Hey, Don, that happened to me in Hawaii. It was the middle of the night, and we had these really expensive smoke alarms in the house. Really expensive shit. And one of them went off in the hallway. The heat one went off, not the smoke alarm. But the heat one sounded different. So that was the one to let you know that something was happening before the smoke. And it went off, and I ran outside. I ran out to the thing, right? It was the middle of the night.
Mhm.
Jumped out of bed, ran out to it, looked up at it, and I stepped in water. And I went, and something was leaking down on it, making it go off. So I jumped up to turn it off. I jumped up twice and hit it and turned the switch off and came down. And I'm standing there, and all of a sudden, my whole leg started hurting. And I looked down, and 3 of my toes were black.
Uh-huh.
When I came down on there, I broke 3 toes. Now I'm in
Yep.
the Marine Corps, right? My first day of leave for a week. So I go in the middle of the night, I'm going to Pearl Harbor to the doctor for him to look at it. He says, yeah, you broke them. Take some ibuprofen.
That's all I can do.
You're not gonna be able to run for about a month. Like that. Gave me a note.
Yeah.
And I looked at him and I said, that's it? He said, yeah, we can't do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
He'll heal itself. So the first day that it started to stop hurting, I was going back to work. And I had duty. I had to put my patent leather shoes on and walk around with them on. Because if I was smart, I would have had another week. It took another week. But I didn't want to waste the time.
You should have gone to work with a bedroom slipper on that foot.
Yeah, you have to get note. Yeah, well, Marine Corps boy, you better have a note for everything.
Yeah, well, I mean, having a broken toe or 3 broken toes is a pretty good reason.
Oh yeah, but still, you still got to have it.
Yep.
If I wouldn't have the proper uniform on, I better have a reason.
Okay. So that.
So
It's
Joe,
like property. You better do it right. Yes, sir.
so my daughter, we sent her back to school. Yes, what day? Wednesday afternoon.
Right.
Yesterday
She went
was
to the doctor.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, when she went to the doctor said, it's some type of irritant. It's probably not an allergy. It's probably an irritant. And she basically gets a blister on her lip almost anytime she eats anything, but when she was home from Thursday to Wednesday, this last week when we flew her back, she ate, macaroni and cheese and like bread and toast, and it never did break out. Well, she went back again Wednesday, and
Acidic.
she ate last night, and she ate macaroni and cheese, and the doctor said if you microwave, like blueberries for like a minute, it should take that, whatever it is, out of it. You'll be fine. So she ate macaroni and cheese and then ate some blueberries, and everything was fine, but she started getting a little bump. As soon as she drank water, it ballooned up probably to the worst instance she has had. And her, again, her throat tightened up, but they said, it's not life threatening. You're not going to need an EpiPen, and they described these things were going to happen. And everything she mentioned to the doctor, the doctor said, yeah, that'll happen, but it's not life threatening. So she was freaking out, and she called my wife, and they talked for an hour at midnight, 1 o'clock, and you know, she's just afraid to eat now. It's like, what can I eat? You know, and yeah, just, you know, kind of a scared to death 20-year-old, you know, 15
Well, the
miles.
thing is, you said blueberries, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of the acid complex in it.
Antioxidant.
Does she drink anything like lemonade too?
No, not normally. No. She
Does
just had
find
water.
out what she's drinking, if she's drinking anything acidic. Because
Okay.
I had a reaction to mangoes like that it was giving me a rash on my back. And every time it was thought to go away, and then I only ate the mangoes at one time. Anytime it went
Yeah.
away, if I drank anything acidic, it blew up.
Okay.
And they almost put me in the hospital for it.
Was she
And
was she
go ahead,
drinking a glass that she washed in a dishwasher?
no, they don't have a dishwasher in their apartment. They hand wash.
Right. Okay.
And
The other thing is
Right.
tell her to change that too.
Try a different detergent.
yeah, and or really wash the glass out with hot water without anything. And also, I don't know if you guys have Trader Joe's around where you live. You probably don't, Mark, but you might, Joe. Trader Joe's is a pretty popular grocery store up here, and she buys from Trader Joe's like they're not Oreo cookies, but they're a little more healthy, but the same type of, you know, look, and a couple other Trader Joe's ingredients that she orders, and she gets you know, that the same thing happened to her when she eats some Trader Joe's products. So she's afraid to shop at Trader Joe's now because, you know, she's thinking it might be Trader Joe's ingredients. I don't know.
It's something.
But she had an allergy test done on Wednesday before she left on the plane just to see, and we knew she was allergic to all kinds of nuts and seafood, and that came back. Yep, that was the same. You know, she got the same results. And then she had one arm done that was environmental, like grass and pollen and trees, and then the other arm was done with food. And but anyway, she, you know, she can't live like this because, like I said, she's afraid to eat anything, and she's already a peanut. You know, she's 5'5" and about 110 pounds already.
I hate to say it, Lance, but she's already a peanut. There's your allergy.
Yeah. And we thought for a long time, though, seriously, David, we thought she was allergic to peanuts, and they, you know, so she stayed away from peanuts her whole life until about 11 or 12, and she was retested for everything, and they said, oh no, you're not allergic to peanuts, you're allergic to these other tree nuts. So we've been feeding her peanut butter since then, just to, you know, to make sure that she doesn't, you know, grow into that allergy, and she's been fine with the peanuts. So
yeah, because peanuts are a root, aren't they?
they are. I was allergic to peanuts when I was a kid, and they said that's one you don't grow out of very often. And I eat peanuts all the time now. I grew out of it. I was one of the 1%ers that grew out of it, I guess.
My dad was allergic to chocolate. And when he'd eat chocolate, I didn't know everything when I was a kid. I knew his lip would swell a little bit, right? But when I got older, it came out that wasn't the only thing that swelled up. There was an appendage that swelled up too when he ate chocolate. And my mother used to say, go eat some chocolate.
I had a good friend of mine back in 23 September. Oops, I can't go. That's not me. That's Red. You guys have me driving crazy. Back in September of 23, I think I told you guys this. He was hiking, got stung by a bee, didn't know he was allergic, and died on the trail. Just a freak accident. He was 52 years old.
Yeah, that stuff's bad. Anaphylactic shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't take long for you to suffocate.
Yeah.
Mm.
So what a nasty death. I can imagine him just, fuck, dying. That's got to be brutal.
Like being smothered.
Yeah,
Like
just like being smothered.
a couple of months ago when I had that congestion going and I couldn't get rid of it. As soon as I laid down, it'd be like that. I just couldn't breathe. I had to jump up. And boy, that was terrible. And that
Yeah.
I took so much mucinex and different things like that, and it finally cleared up. But it was like all that mucus was so thick it wouldn't break up.
Yeah.
I'll
So
tell
my
you,
daughter comes
that's the-
home on Tuesday. Her last final is Tuesday, so she doesn't have to stick around too long without, her and my wife, her mom, are super close. They're like best friends. So it'll be good to have my wife around.
Yeah, tell her if it's still happening, when it's happening, tell her, get a little notepad, something she could write on, or in a phone or anything, and everything she eats, put it down and go back and find out the trend. Because it could be
Sure.
as simple, like I said, it could be as simple. It was going on with me for about 2.5 weeks. I'd go home on the weekends and I was starting to get better. I'd go in Monday morning and I was blaming it on the uniform because on the weekends I was wearing t-shirts in Hawaii. Wearing all the uniform t-shirts and everything else, it was the heat. I thought it was the heat keeping the stuff going. And the doctor, this was before EMS days, and the doctor told me, he said, you got a point, but there's something triggering like that. So he gave me cortisone cream. Now you normally get like the over the counter, you get like the 1% and like the 3.5% of what they give you. I had like a 14% that they gave me. And I put like this, the tube was like a toothpaste tube. And when I went to Triple Army Medical to get it, they looked at me and they said, he's giving you this whole tube. I said, this is back in 1981, 81. He said, we got to check the prescription because we don't usually give the tubes up. And he came back and said, you had tubes like $1,000. Like, that's what it was, like $1,000 medication. And he said, he said, give him the tube. So, but I had to take it and put it on the thing was to try to calm it down. On the weekends, I was putting it on there and it was going away. I'd go in Monday and he'd look at it and say, okay, it looks good. Monday afternoon, it'd flare back up. I said, you see, it's the uniform. That's what we said. After 2.5 weeks, I started writing down everything I was doing. The only thing I did different was starting Monday through Friday, I'd go to the commissary down there where the food was. I'd get my food and get a lemonade.
Yeah.
And when I walked in with the lemonade in my hand. I said, Dr. Bell, lemonade. And he goes, yeah, the acid, putting it right back into you. He said, we didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
But he told me, he said, that's what it was, the lemonade. When I stopped drinking the lemonade, it went away in 3 days.
Yeah, I think she just drinks water. But I'll ask her. So do I understand you have MS, Joe?
Is she drinking tap water?
I'm thinking it's tap water, but I'm not positive. I'll ask her.
Yeah. If it's tap water, just make sure there's no like acid coming from the pipes or something.
Sure.
I don't think
well, it happened at home too, right?
It never. Well, it did happen at dinner on Thanksgiving night at home here. Yeah, up in Seattle where we ate. So,
okay, let me ask you a question. Did you have cranberries?
I think she might have. I'll ask her. You're onto something.
If she ate cranberries, blueberries, something to do with acid, I'm telling you. Yeah,
but so there are times she hasn't had any blueberries at all. Just Trader Joe's products, and it's swelled up. There are other times she's had blueberries and it's swelled up. So, but I'll have her start writing things down like that.
Yeah, tell her actually look at the ingredients. They may have something in there with citric acid.
Okay.
They have citric acid. There you go again.
Yeah.
But if it's doing like a blister type thing, that's acidic to me.
You would think the doctors would know that. My gosh, you know,
They
they get
don't
paid.
think about it. Sometimes you got to live it.
Yeah.
You got to experience, see it, or live it. And I was lucky enough, or blessed enough, to not only live some of those things, but to be around people that always had these things when I worked EMS, and around good people that caught these things, and I learned. You know,
Gotcha.
that's why Hank Johnson told me, come be a physician assistant. I told him I don't want to go through all school.
Yeah.
I really probably missed what I should have done. But I don't want to deal with people that much. That's the whole thing. I didn't mind doing EMS work where you see them, drop them off, and you finish. But I don't want to have one coming back to me every day or every year, you know.
Yep.
No matter what she looks like. You know? I had a good friend that was a gynecologist, and he told me, he said, I am so tired of seeing that. I said, well, how's your wife feel? He says, your wife's mad at me.
Yeah, it's like a mechanic. They're working on cars all day. They don't want to touch their own.
Yeah, he don't want to work on his wife. He said the biggest thing he used to get mad about is if something was going on and she'd ask him about it. He said, go to the doctor.
Yeah.
He said, I'm not looking at it.
That's what we pay them for. Yeah.
He told her one time, I'm only here to play with it. I'm not here to look at it. He said, go get your own doctor. Yeah, they've been married about 35 years.
Really?
Yeah, and he still gives her trouble about it. She'll say something, let's go to the doctor. Yeah, when I was working EMS one time, he told me, he said, yeah, I said, man, you got the best job in the world. He said, you really want to know? He said, come here one day, I'll put a lab coat on you, bring you in, say you're a student, and have you just kind of observe. I looked at him, I said, oh, hell no, I'm not going in there. He said, yeah, after about the third one, he said, you probably want to give it up. He said, there's a difference what we do to him and what you do to him on other times.
Yeah. Especially if you're looking at it because there's something wrong with it.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
He said, you're used to seeing it, one like everything's all right. Come see one is bad. He called me up and he told me a story, and I said, I don't want to hear that. I hang up the phone.
So no Power 1000 yet, huh, Joe?
Yeah, look,
That's ridiculous.
I got it a minute ago.
Yeah, it's
I
over
got
there.
the Power 1. See, Paul came in, look, the Power 1.
They're delivering it a piece at a time. He's got a plug.
Yeah, the Power 1. I got to get rid of this. It's a bad air to
And I think FedEx delivers it, correct? Not Amazon.
Yeah.
FedEx does.
Well,
Amazon says today. I think it's on the truck again. At least that's what they're saying.
And did you call your local FedEx, or can you go in
I did.
and raise hell?
I called up and I told them, I actually left them. I went in there and I said, have you seen this item? They said, well, they said we had it. Like that. And I said, okay, it's saying you had it, but it's on the truck. We can't get it off the truck if the truck's gone. And I said, okay, if it comes back in, can you hold it for me? Yeah, and they took a note. This morning it says on the truck. So I don't think they found it. I think they're looking for it.
Or they delivered it to the wrong place and they don't want to admit it.
It could have happened. It could have been dropped off somewhere, and if it would have been scanned though. is dropped off.
Yeah, you would see it if it was dropped off. I think they would record that.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is that it's somewhere in the system sitting somewhere.
Yeah. See, I am sure glad Johnny Alfonso delivered mine.
Well, I'll tell
It
you,
was too funny. I had an Alfonso deliver mine.
like I said, I've lived a lot of things. My dad worked for Side Motor Freight Company. It's a big trucking company across the nation.
Yeah.
He started when they had 2 trucks, and they used to deliver bananas off the banana boats from Houma, Louisiana. And he was a salesman for them, the only salesman. He'd go around and drum up the business with all of, hey, we got a truck company, we can ship the stuff for you. Became like the 3rd largest in the nation with him as the salesman. When he got older, he went to the office and because he had some medical stuff, and he worked the overshot and damaged freight department. I worked with him, and we'd walk in the morning and we'd have a stack of stuff, and he'd say, go find this on the dock for me. Go find this on the dock for me. And you got a description of a box. Nobody can find it. They know it's on the dock. And they've got thousands of packages. You got to walk around looking for a package that size and looking at the labels. So I understand,
Yep.
I understand. I remember walking the dock one time, 3.5 hours, said, I can't find it, but I'm going to hold on to it. Went to find something else, and the thing I found was right next to the other one. Especially if the box is like a small box and they got 200 small boxes on the dock, All it has to be done is, and when I work for them loading the trucks, I understand it even better because you can take the boxes, and as you're walking down, thing one can fall off and you don't realize it. Because they got pallet things you're walking with. And if one falls off and you don't realize it, somebody walking through will pick it up and just put it on top of something. Instead of leaving it there, they ought to leave it there, run the skew on it, and say, oh, it's got to go to the Morgan City truck, or it's got to go to the Iberia truck, something like this,
Yeah.
But then it's on the dock and it's stuck on something that may be going to Houston, Texas, So I do understand to a degree.
Yeah. I need to call Amazon.
Yeah, and because it's Christmas, I think is making it even worse.
You still haven't heard back about yours?
I haven't they sent me Amazon sent me oops, sorry, we need more information, and I just haven't had time to contact them again. So I'll do that today. They needed my order number so they could tell DJI what it was, and then DJI is going to contact me and tell me what they're going to do, whether they're going to refund my money or send me a replacement. I want a replacement. I don't want my money refunded. I want a replacement that is $379, not the $5. I don't want them to charge me at all, I guess is what I'm saying. They shouldn't, but they charged me for the bag, and then they refunded me for the bag once I got it, because they were supposed to send the bag with the original Power 1000, because that's the way I ordered it. And they said, "Oops, sorry, we didn't include that. We'll send it to you, but we're going to charge you the $100, and then as soon as you get it, we'll refund your money." And they did that. So, so they're legitimate about saying what they're going to do. But I don't want to fork out $539 and have them hold it for a week, 2 weeks, and then refund me at the end, because this is a different deal. This is you're replacing a bad unit. So we'll see. I'll let you know.
Yeah, the last thing I have is dated yesterday. It says on the truck since it was back at the local facility at 856 on the truck at 9:24, and it says out for delivery. Will be updated soon. That's what it says. Now, when you go on my order on Amazon, it said expected by December 14th. If you don't receive it by tomorrow, come back the next day for a refund. So I guess the
And the
15th,
14th is
I'll be
tomorrow.
getting a refund.
Gotcha.
So if hopefully it shows up on the 16th. You know,
Awesome.
so you don't know. I might be getting it for free. I may
Yeah.
not be getting it, you know.
Can I get 2 sausage McMuffins and 2 hash browns?
2 sausage McMuffins, 2 hash browns, anything else?
That's it.
That'll be extra.
Thank you.
Don't forget my strawberry milkshake to the UK, please.
Gotcha. It's ordered.
Thanks.
I'll cyber feed it to you.
Cool. Awesome.
I've got another package. I'm gonna say, I had another package said it was gonna be here by 9:35 this morning. So New Jersey governor is asking for a state of emergency for these drones. And then one of the congressmen from one of those states says we need to start shooting them down.
Nobody ever said that Congress and our government had any brain trust going.
Yeah, kind of stupid. Isn't it?
Yes.
Your total is gonna be 901. Sorry.
Thank you. They sure don't appear to be drones. That's, one guy said that it zips about 1 million miles an hour to out into the water and back. There's no way that's a drone.
Yeah.
Well, then there again, you're trusting the observer to know what the hell they're observing.
Correct.
Because what one person sees in one way, another person might see differently. It's not 100%.
Did you see on the news the other night that they showed a satellite? It kind of looked like a string of Christmas lights, and it was moving across the sky. It
That
was
sounds like
pretty cool.
Starlink.
And so about a year ago, I don't drink, but everyone that was with me was drinking, and we were out on a patio of a friend's house, and we saw that. Thank you. And my wife and I, we saw that on TV the other night. We saw the news, and we both said, "Where did we see that? We saw something just like that."
When
And
you
I
was
said-
hallucinating on the alcohol fumes from your friends.
It was over at a friend's house, and we were on their deck, and we all saw it. And the next morning, we went on the news to see what, if anyone had reported it, and someone did, and they said, "Oh yeah, it's satellites that are just reflecting from the sun as they go screaming across the sky." And I thought, oh, that kind of makes sense. But it was so weird that we all saw this. We were just, we looked up and we thought, what is that? That is so freaky. And it disappeared. It was like, it lasted, maybe 10 seconds. I don't know how the hell we were looking up in the sky at the time, but they were all probably, all of my friends were probably, they don't smoke dope either. It's like, oh.
No, but then chocolate brownie's good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Be like Horowitz and Roz and what you call it when they got the brownies from the teachers.
Yeah. But it was weird that they showed that on the news the other morning of that, and we thought, yep, we've seen that, and that might be what it is as well. It could be something like that. So I don't think it's drones. I really don't. I think it's
Combination of aircraft and everything else,
Yep, aircraft, stars, lights, satellites. and people are
Yeah,
calling
but it's a
drones.
drone hysteria thing right now. Everybody's thinking drones. They got drones on their brain, so everybody's gonna see drones no matter what it is. Anything they see is gonna be a drone.
Yeah, just tell them no, their turkey's escaping.
I've been thinking, if Missouri was more prone to hysteria, putting mine up and just zooming around the neighborhood just to get a report here.
Tell them Bernard Matthews is trying a new form of delivery.
You guys, I'll be back.
Well, Don, are you gonna do that?
No.
I think it'd be great. You get the kids out there in the front yard, you videotape them of shaking and looking up at the sky, and then you do your drone.
Yeah, and do the Close Encounters music.
Yeah.
So Paul, Justin, remember I told Justin, when I bought that pistol, he said he wanted to buy it back from me when he got the money.
Yep.
And I said, yeah, 500. And he said, well, you only paid 4. I said, yeah. I told him now 700 with the sight,
And you could tell them that in that extra because of the you've got a side case.
Well, I told the sight right there is another 200. Now I want 700. Like that. So yesterday he comes over and he brings me the AR for Nick. And I'm standing, he looks at it and he's looking at this and he says, yeah, I might be doing some match stuff with Tally. I'm gonna have to use this. I said, no. No, I didn't buy it for you to use it for match. No. It ain't happening. You gotta wait for me to die. Either that or hand me the money.
Well, that's
said-
the thing. The minute you give it to them, say, go ahead and use it, you'll never get it back.
He ain't gonna get it. That's why I bought this. That holster right there, I'm gonna try it out a little bit. It fits the gun perfect. It's perfect for it. But it's supposed to be where I'll be able to wear like even a t-shirt. It's just so close to my side, and I can use this for concealed instead of inside. And the reason I got the outside one is because the barrel is so freaking long. When I put it on the inside, it gives me a bruise. It bruises it. I'd rather sit on the outside.
Yeah, and he gets all the women going, are you happy to see me or something?
Yeah. If I put it in the right place, I might not be happy to see anybody if it goes off. But was a $65 holster on sale for $35.
That's a good buy.
Well, I'm surprised because I asked them about it. I said, it's got the sight on it and everything else. They said, you buy the one and let me know. Because it's got the little cutout right here where the sight drops right in. And I was thinking, man, this thing ain't going to work. And I said, you sure it works? He said, if you don't like it, when it gets there, just send it back. Man, I love it. I'm glad I bought it. Because it's the best of both worlds. It's got the leather to protect it against you. That keeps it close to you. And it's got the kydex where it's going to snap, it snaps in. When you put it in, you could hear it. Snaps in. So it's not going to just jump out, But that's still a big ass gun.
Well, you're glad you got it, don't you?
Yeah, it's just I'll put like this. I'm not used to having one full size since I had the 24/7 from Taurus. And that one, I was having a problem with the handle. The handle was a rubberized, they called it a river handle. That was all rubber with the grip. And it had little bitty finger things in the front. When you pushed on it, it kind of cushioned. And the handle started coming loose. So I sent it back to Taurus. I had to send it. I said, can you send me another handle to put on? I figured it would just slide on because it was like a sleeve. He said, no, we have to make sure it fits. It's got to be exactly right, or it could be dangerous. So we need to have the weapon. So you got to send it back. So I waited a while and I finally sent it back to him. And then they notified me and said, we're no longer fixing them. This was about a year. They said, we're no longer repairing them because we've discontinued the model. And because of the grip, that's why they discontinued it, right? And they said, so we'll give you your choice of whatever weapon you want in that price range. And I said, well, I wanted that one. So can you just send it back? I'll modify it some other way. Because I could have used it without, I took the grip off and you could use it without the grip. It didn't matter. You know, and I love that gun. So he told me, he said, based on the safety issues, we can't do it. He said, so we owe you the $500. So I said, well, I don't know which one I want. He said, well, let us know. They've had it now for 2.5 years and I haven't let them know yet. They call me about every 6 months and ask me if I've made a decision yet. I said, you still calling me about it? And they said, yeah, because we owe you a gun. So they've got a new one that just came out. I think I'm gonna go get. It's a smaller size, but it's a 22 caliber. And I think I'm gonna do that because that'll give me something to carry around if I'm out like in the swamp to shoot snakes and stuff. But that was a nice weapon.
I'm going to show you something here. Do you think the people in the planning department had a really, really, really shit day and thought, you know what? Let's piss people off on Friday the 13th. So, this road is closed here. So they've diverted everybody down here to here,
And
which
that
is
road's
now
closed.
closed. So they have to go back up here, down here, around here to this where it's closed. And then they send it all the way back, around here, all the way around, back down here, back to this, to turn around, to go back, to come up this road here, because it's a left turn only.
Yeah, how many people are going to be making right turns on that left turn only?
You can't. It's
Yeah,
got
there's a lot of
a metal fence in the way.
Oh,
Because people used to do that all the time.
I'd be suck. That would suck.
I would be, well, no, you guys have cameras everywhere. I was going to say somebody needs to go out there and do some modifications with a Guy Fawkes mask on.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody thought it through.
Okay.
Either that or somebody's got a real twisted sense of humor.
It's probably a twisted sense of humor.
We'll put it this way, it's causing havoc.
Yeah, it's no good getting in touch with the planning department. That's highways.
Yes.
So
It's
we
just
had
funny
last
that-
night.
Sorry, go on.
Last night we had in Jefferson Parish. Okay, New Orleans sits right here. Jefferson Parish sits to the east, to the west, and then you got all St. Bernard Parish to the east. Jefferson Parish police forces, like all the police forces in Florida, they will hunt you down. You know. So last night at one of the main shopping malls, they had a suspect that 2 people came out shoplifting.
Oh.
So they called the police. When the police got to him, they took off on the interstate on a high-speed chase. So when they got to the parish line, they called ahead to New Orleans and let them know, here's the vehicle. They're going this way. We got a description. We got names from the vehicle, who owns it. You know, we're backing off. So when they got to the
I'll be
parish
back
line,
in
they
5.
stopped. Okay. They completely stopped. The woman kept going at high speed, got off at the next exit down the road. As she came off the exit, she went through a red light, broadside of the car, killed 3 17-year-olds.
God.
That's crazy.
for shoplifting. He's stupid.
Yeah. She killed
I
three
think-
17-year-olds, and
Yeah,
one
well,
and two of them
insert.
will graduating this year.
She's going away for life.
She's not even injured. No, she probably won't get life. She'll probably get 2 or 3 years. Because it's in Orleans Parish. It's ridiculous. That's why I don't go to New Orleans that much anymore.
I thought you were going to move there.
The only reason I'd moved there is because of Helena, just to vote for her. But I could always use my sister's at my cousin, my nephew's address. Tell them that's my address and vote for her anyway.
Move to St. Louis, you could be neighbors with Don.
Yeah.
Too cold up there. I've never heard of Dragonfly Intelcom delivery company.
The Dragonfly, that is, what's it? That's DJI's military drone. Is it Dragonfly or Dragonfish? Something like that.
JDS said DJI is 30% off right now. Yeah, but then you got to pay the tariffs coming in. You got to pay the duties.
Yeah, what
They
was
did that
that
to Al.
one? What was that? How much was that one?
Yeah, Al, they told him he had $406 to pay. He told him, he said, I don't have to pay that. It comes from DJI. And they had to contact DJI and they had to send them paperwork that it's already paid. That everything was done, that he didn't have to pay it.
Wow.
But that's the first time that's happened. And that's through customs. So customs is messing with DJI.
Well, the sad part of it is customs is messing with a U.S. citizen.
Oh, yeah.
So it was actually something being delivered to Al Cerchione.
Yeah.
Hey, Michael, that's a cool post on the plane. You know, it could be something like that they're seeing in New Jersey as well. Rather a quick little plane. But I'm sure that you have to have a remote ID on top of that thing as well, right? Correct? Why did I lose it? Why did I lose the? Can you guys hear me?
No, nobody's talking, that's all.
Okay.
No, we're not talking.
Well, then I think it's time to pack it up. Pack it in. Justin, what do you think?
Nah.
7:09 on Friday? No, you guys are going to be on until about 10 this morning. Friday the 13th.
Have y'all ever seen those basketball games where they got the two hoops and you stand next to each other and try to outscore each other? Those games?
Yep.
Academy's got them on sale for $99 right now.
Set that right up in your living room.
Yeah, my ceiling's too low. I'd have to sit on the floor to play.
You own a chainsaw?
Cut the legs down, sit on the floor, huh?
No,
I
just
tell you what, if it's been my other house, the house that I owned my den had a cathedral 12 to 8-foot ceiling. I'd have stuck that sucker in that corner. It had a 15 wide by 25 wide den. They had a wraparound lazy boy theater, and on the other side had a pool table. And they're talking about this drone right now. That's an airplane. I'm gonna get Johnny together. And we're gonna go somewhere at night and fly our drone over like over a stadium over by Southeastern and put out a video.
Well, what you could do is to put all your drones in the air at the same time.
No, can't.
Why?
There's a Port 107. You can only fly one at a time.
Well, you're harassing people anyway. What the heck?
No. At least I'm harassing them legally. When I put two up, I'm not. Well, we can put the Neo up. It flies by itself.
There you go.
I saw a video last night. A guy. What's the name of this guy? Gotta find him.
That's a question I would have, Joe. If you could tell me, if you put the turn the Neo, put your drone on the ground and turn it on, point the Neo at it and tell it to follow, will the Neo follow your drone?
No, because the AI is built in to follow you.
Yeah, but that's only because you have to point it towards you. But if you turn it on, where it's pointed towards that drone, will it follow the drone?
I don't think so.
See, I don't know. I figured if anybody knew, you knew.
Find this. I was looking at this last night. I started to watch it. I didn't save. Put it in watch it later, so I could watch it later. No, I'll put it in watch later. If I didn't.
Because that, to me, because it tells you whatever you point it at, it's going to follow it. So if it gets an image of that drone, will it follow your drone?
Don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna stick this in the chat if anybody wants to see it. This is it said shit weather, let's fly the Neo. The guy in England, and he's flying the Neo in strong winds, rainy weather, and everything.
Best drone ever.
Yeah, piece of trash. I sent it to you, Lance, last night.
Yeah, I saw this. Yeah. That's not a bad camera at all.
What do you mean on the Neo?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really not bad. Well, when these cups come in, I'll have Christmas presents for everybody. All the stuff's done. So I have to, the only thing I'm doing now is this tree for my son for his apartment. I didn't think about it. I could have gave him one of those tea lights that I made, Christmas trees I made last year. And he could have had that, and he could his girlfriend come over and he pressed the button and get the light as here's my tree. I couldn't believe the guy put it up in rain while it was raining with high winds, 27-mile-an-hour winds and rain, and he had that thing flying around over water.
Yeah.
But he said when he got into the wind, it seemed like it wanted to try to land, and that's what mine did when I took off the other day. I started going forward, and it just went down and started to land. I tried to bring it up, it wouldn't listen to me. It landed. It crash landed too. It's not reliable. I'm wondering if it's really a holy stone with a DJI name on it. It's not real.
Oh, me, I had to go out again. Frank says it was snowing like hell and they were flying a Mini 3. Huh. Well,
I'll tell you,
never underestimate your drone.
If we get some snow, I'm gonna fly.
You don't get snow very often, do you, Joe?
We get a little bit, not much.
Okay, just flew my new drone and inside, and it had a mind of its own.
Lance, do you get any snow up there or no?
Yeah, not often, and it doesn't usually stick around. You know, it'll be lucky. You know, we'll be lucky to have it 3 days and then it's gone. Sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's shorter.
Yeah, because I know that the Northwest, because of the weather coming off the ocean, the southern ocean,
you definitely get it in the mountains. You know, there's skiing. You know, everyone skis up here.
Yeah.
So.
What are you printing, Joe?
That's the base. The base to the Christmas tree I'm making.
Oh, okay.
And I'm doing a star again because the very tip of it didn't work. But the stove only takes like 10 minutes. He moved around too much back and forth and hit it and messed it up. Go on top. And you get when you got a little thing hanging off of it, the easiest thing, get that heat gun, and it'll melt it right off.
Ta-da. Okay.
You just got to watch how you do it so you don't. If it's
Don't
something
melt-
thin, you don't want to bend it.
Yeah.
It works well most things. Yeah, the fun part is going to be when I start doing the tree. Like I said, the bottom piece takes 2 hours. But it looks like it's going to be about 12 inches high. And like I said, I'm going to give it to Justin. So here's your tree for your apartment.
Okay, so my maiden flight inside my classroom of this here.
Mini
And,
X.
anyone that wants it, Paul, if you want this, I'll sell it to you.
Yeah.
Just under $1 million.
Who's the
You saying
manufacturer?
that's the best
of
drone
that?
ever?
Best drone ever. ST Mini X.
Made by ST.
ST, yeah. It's a Start RC has kind of got into the drones a little bit, and they sent this to me. Johnny has it. I think Captain Ray has it. I know Ron Brown did a review on it. I've got to do one as well, so I've got to get on that. I started one, but the batteries don't charge on mine, so they were going to send me 2 extra batteries. The guy gets back to me and says, it's locked up in customs. You're not going to get the batteries. So I was able to fly it with the battery power that came with the inside the drone. I'm going to try to charge them again and see if I can. He said use a lower watt battery charger. That might work because I was using a 100 watt. I might use like one of the original cell phone little guys. See if that'll work.
So everything's locked up in custom.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I have no idea what that kid is doing.
This one here. This will work. It was this one. This one was that one's fully fully charged. This one that isn't fully charged. See if the smaller charger will charge this. It looks like it's working. Need a lower wattage, I guess. So Joe, barbecue or grill?
What are you doing?
What do you call it? Do you call it barbecue or grill?
It depends. Like I said, if it's fish, I'll say I'm grilling it. If it's chicken, I'm barbecuing it. But like Don said, it's a difference in the temperature and indirectly and directly.
Over here, if you're grilling it, you've got it underneath a heat source.
See, I think
Rather
grilling in the
Top of.
grilling in the United States, we call it barbecue in Washington State. Whether it doesn't matter what you're doing. I think back east, Midwest, whatever, you guys mostly call it grilling. But
Well, barbecue comes from barbacoa, which is a specific type of cooking.
Yeah, and what we call grilling, you call broiling.
Yeah.
Yep.
so if I invite somebody over, I invite them over for a barbecue, and that's what we call it. And if you said we're going to grill, you'd be laughed out of the room.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Grilled cheese is different to yours. But what we do is we put the cheese on top of toast, put it under the grill and heat it from the top so that it melts the cheese and browns it on top of the toast.
Well, grilling is usually high heat, short period of time. Barbecue is a long period of time with low heat. So if you're cooking hamburgers, you're not barbecuing hamburgers. You're grilling them.
So, if you douse that burger in petrol and light it, is that grilling then?
That's incinerating.
Is there a grill involved?
Well, you just said grilling is short, so technically, yeah, the heat's on the top.
But is there a grill involved?
That's what you're calling a grill, isn't it?
Depends on where you set fire to it.
But also if I tie you to a chair trying to get an answer and I start pistol whipping, I'm trying to grill you for something.
That's true. But if I throw you into a holding cell and keep you there for a few weeks and do a long, slow torture, that's called barbecuing.
I'm stewing. Yeah. Then I'm just in there stewing.
All right. So
I'm gonna make one of these Christmas trees with the green to make it look like a Christmas tree. But then I'm gonna go back and make another one and make it with that green I made with the purple, green, and gold, and make a Mardi Gras tree.
Have you not tried painting the spiral tree yet?
I've made a couple of them.
The one that looks like a spring.
No, I have not made that. I made this. This is my daughter.
I
haven't
have
seen it yet.
see what the hell that kid is doing up there because he's
This egg.
Yeah.
This sucker here weighs 4.5 pounds.
Crikey.
It took 8 hours to print.
Yeah,
It's
I printed
4.5 pounds.
Yeah, I printed out the spiral Christmas tree.
Yeah, they got a bunch of eggs and a bunch of stuff. But I'm gonna give her this for Christmas, maybe.
Oh crap!
Just
Is
go
that
and
what
buy,
I'm hearing down there?
just go and buy some through bamboo.
Hey Joe, I just sent you a link to a drone show gone bad.
It sounds from down there in that room. It's muffled. It sounds like somebody's up here with a handsaw sawing on a board.
Yeah, I'll check it out in a minute.
Oh my!
Probably snoring.
Hundreds of drones falling out of the sky into into an ocean or lake or something.
Ah.
Somebody got fired over this one.
Yes, Anna.
So you're saying that's what we're seeing over New Jersey, right?
Exactly. The rest of you guys want to see it? You want to share it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, on Ken Herron, when he was talking about the drones, he showed that guy that was at the name of the metal when he goes through. Where in that one that he was flying, they had one that looked just like that. Oh, yeah, draw. That's sad.
Yeah, look at that. You see
That's
that?
because of the wind. Look at the wind.
You mean minefield?
Yeah, mine will.
Keep watching. Keep watching. Wait for it. Look at that.
Hope they got insurance.
Yeah.
First off, it looked like it was raining and everything. You shouldn't have had them up.
Looked like a flock of birds to me.
See if I can play it one more time here.
Yeah, they were hitting the water, huh? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Look at the trees.
yeah, it looked like it was wind was blowing.
And then you look like it was either fog or rain. Watch. Look. They all in rain gear.
Interference and wind caused hundreds of drones.
Talking about pilot error.
In China. This drone still faced a major glitch as the drones lost control.
So that was a light show, was it?
Must have been. Suspected signal interference or wind caused the mishap. Crazy.
For all of them to come down at once, I would say signal.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, this is ridiculous. Let's do expert. And let's do support. And let's do 1%. Generate support 1%. I don't want a lot of support on this. The star gets to the right to the tip, and the tip messes up.
Yeah,
it comes off the bed. So I'm putting a raft on it. See if that'll hold
Talking
it in
about
place.
tips again.
yeah. Whenever there's a mess, it's usually the tip that's causing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at
Hey, don't read anything into that.
Do that again, Joe.
aggravating.
Okay.
I got to print it again.
This goes into.
It's like it comes off the bed right at the end of it. So I'm gonna put a raft on it to hold it down a little bit. Maybe that'll work. I'm just glad that it's not 10 minutes is a little bitty thing. Wouldn't you love to do 3D printing there, Paul?
No. I don't have the patience for that nonsense. Not when I can go to any cheapy shop and buy just about anything you printed.
Paul wants to buy the Power 1000. He's waiting for that.
I'm going to 3D print one of those. What you talking about?
Yep.
Hey, you know the thought I had, Lance, when you were talking about that drone you got, you can't get batteries?
Yeah.
Have you tried to figure out if you can't replace the batteries yourself?
3D print them, you mean?
No, the housing. Open the housing and put new batteries in.
So here's the battery. Here's the battery right here. Let me show you.
I'm not seeing it. Your camera's not. Okay.
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
battery that goes in the back of
Okay.
the drum.
See if you can't. Is there any way to open that battery up?
I wouldn't open it. Don't
Yeah,
open it.
I'll go get a hammer. I'll let you know how it goes.
No.
Yeah, no, it's
Good
like
luck.
Paul said open it with a hammer. I heard him.
And I would never open it.
Why?
Catch on fire, problem.
Yeah, it looks like screws are right there. Yeah, there's 4 screws. But why use screws when you can use a hammer?
Blame
Use
on.
a screwdriver.
Well, the only thing I was thinking is there's got to be a way for you to open that up and replace the battery.
Yeah. And you know what I'm finding out is
And you're kind of a tech guy anyway.
I am charging the battery with a lower volt charger.
It's working?
And it's working.
There you go.
I was trying with a 100 watt and it would not charge at all. So, and the guy that sent it to me said, try a lower wattage, and I hadn't yet until just now. So that appears to be working.
Got 5 o'clock game tonight and a 6 o'clock game tonight.
Oh
I
boy.
probably won't be on later.
No games tonight.
Probably
for
leave
me.
here about 4:15.
Basketball or what?
Yeah, basketball.
Men's or
Wrestling for
women?
me tomorrow morning,
It
9:30 a.m.
Fontainebleau girls and Mandeville girls. It's the JV and then varsity. So it's a big rivalry. Because they're on either side of Mandeville. And they do not like each other. Their games get heated, so heated that they bring extra police to the game. Because after the game, they make the fans even go out different ways. Stop. Especially the boys' game.
So you do have the great British rivalry over there.
Yeah, the high school basketball, these teams will go and we beat the hell out of them last time over at their place.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
so
we
Joe,
don't.
you remember about a year ago, you guys were questioning the football rivalry. Yeah, that's exactly what it's like.
Well, it's not
Over here.
football, it's basketball.
No, but that's
The
what I'm
same
saying. The
rivalry.
rivalry is the same. Fans have to be split. They have to be let out of different doors, and there's extra police for certain games.
Yeah, that's not.
Hey,
That's
I
not
don't know.
happening over here.
Joe just said it is.
well, it is at Mandeville, but tonight there'll be 2 or 3 cops at the game.
Well,
They'll make them go
the
out of different
difference
doors.
is, David, is like some of our teams, like Philadelphia, the fans of Philadelphia, they will riot and burn if their team loses, and then they'll riot and burn if their team wins, and then they'll riot and burn even if their teams aren't playing.
sounds like Millwall.
Yep.
Hey
Yeah.
Lance, did you see
Yeah.
the comment in the
It's
chat?
Millwall West Ham, isn't it?
No, I'll look at it.
Frank says take it to Batteries Plus. Tell him you want to rebuild it.
Oh yeah. You know, I'm not. It doesn't appear to be a great drone, so I'm not. I don't want to spend. I don't want to spend the money to.
Stop, please. Stop.
But thanks, Frank. I appreciate that info. SD card needs to be formatted. Why do I have to have a formatted SD card in there? Okay, let's try.
Shoot, that raft didn't stick to it. I don't know what's going on with this damn thing.
Doesn't look like much happening on continental North America.
We got a big snowstorm coming in next week, though.
Probably
We're
part of
talking
this
about
over
next
here.
weekend. We're gonna get the Arctic front down here. It's gonna be our coldest weather this year. And then over the weekend, we're gonna be in the 80s. This weekend.
So, Joe, you get the Power 1000 yet?
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love it, Lance.
Awesome.
I think I'm gonna buy 2 more.
There you go.
Recovery One says usually the rich folks against the regular folks in the rivalry.
What's wrong with you?
We had a fight in our basketball game Wednesday night.
You had a fight?
Yeah, a couple of the players got into it, and everyone rushed the floor. One kid on the other team got a T, and one of our kids got a T. A T stands for technical.
Yeah.
So I don't want to format that guy. I really don't want to.
We had at the boys' game the other night.
Yeah.
We got one official. He's a white hat in football, and he's one of the lead officials in basketball. And he made a call. Guy turned and shuffled his feet, and he made the traveling call. Right. One of the girl basketball players in the stand said, "Oh, you're blind," like that. He looked up at it and he said, "Don't talk to me that way. You go. Get out of here." Run her out the gym. He said, "You're not here anymore. Go." Made her leave.
Okay, let's see if I can. This one.
Oh.
This drone, you just have to hold the button down to turn it on. It's not a double press. Same thing with the controller. That's a little different than normal. Got a new SD card in there, see if that works. Oops. I want to try this.
See, this is the stuff that makes me batshit crazy. When I print something and it don't work, and then I go to reprint it and the nozzle's jammed. So now I got to get it to feed through before I can do it again. And there's no reason why it should be jammed.
So the nozzle must not have any heat to it at all, huh?
Well, it's 230 degrees. It should have been going through. But it's somehow jammed up. Now I got to bring it over, extrude it to make sure it's coming out. Probably got one little piece jammed in it. Got to melt it a little bit better. Once it works, it'll go back and print right. And it's all because that little tip got stuck up in there probably, and that's what's jamming it up. That's what happens when it'll push it back up in there, and then it'll get cool and get jammed up. It's coming out in the glob. Now it's working.
Oh, that's cool. So the drone software, let me show you guys. I don't know if you can make me big or not, Paul. But the drone software is lets you change the filters right there in flight. Can you guys see that? Paul, can you
Yeah.
make me bigger?
Yeah.
I don't know if Paul can make me bigger or not.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. Yeah.
Got
So
the little knobbies and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's different
Different settings.
different settings, so I can go to that setting there. Looks a little different. You go to that setting. Somebody showed one. Ron or or Johnny showed a really cool one, but I don't know. I don't remember exactly which one his was. But anyway, there's about 10 different options. Maybe not quite 10, but fairy tale. Probably need a better subject or something. I don't know. Anyway, there's fairy tale.
Yeah.
But
Well, guys, what do you think?
Hey, guess what?
What?
My
What?
Power 100, my Power 1000 says out for delivery.
Right. Woo! Yoo-hoo! Justin, what do you think?
Yeah, but does it say who it's being delivered to?
And the driver's name is, doesn't say this time. Maybe I am getting it. So it's out for delivery. I'll get it between 10:40 and 2:40. It says that every day, don't it?
Yep, 1040 and 240.
Yeah.
Well, VR. I wonder if you look through glasses. That's kind of cool. There's a VR function. Music. I wonder what that does. Zoom.
Now, if it don't print this time, I'll go back and say precision to make it go real slow.
What is that? Oh, that turns it sideways.
Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah, flip. Okay. Zoom. Nice. Pixelated down.
Yeah, boy. Stop it. Stop it now.
Hey, guys, I guess I'm going to end it.
Yeah, you look like you're tired.
Everybody have a great day, and we'll see you all later today. But I won't see you, Joe, right?
Yeah, I won't be on.
Okay.